Hello, welcome back to my channel, the Earth Star Tribrid. I'm your host, the Earth Star Tribrid. So we are now on Leo. So we are doing an all signs live read for Leo. I just had, there they are. I was like, we're not doing this again. We're not losing my incense again. Okay, no. I totally find them yesterday. That was annoying. There it goes. And this one. Alright, so Leo, for careers, for my Leos, what does Leo need to look for when it comes to their career? What do they need to look out for when it comes to Leo's career? When it comes to Leo's career, what do we need to look out for? Okay. Okay. When it comes to career, I might be talking to somebody who could be a boss of some sorts, and unfortunately, you could be a boss. It could be a shift lead, it could be a manager, it could be an assistant manager, whatever. You are a boss of some sort. You have a coworker, whether, like, say if you're, let's just say you're a manager, this is an assistant manager, and this assistant manager is like a friend of yours and you help them get the position. Unfortunately, this one is turning out to be a liability, and it's, like, people see you as this mature, responsible person, but this person here, unfortunately, it's kind of start to make you look like anything but. This person's actually giving you a lot of anxiety, impatience. I mean, this doesn't even have to be a friend. This could actually be two co-workers that when they work together, they don't work, like, they're not productive. I'm not going to sit there and say that they don't work well. They could just not be productive. Or this could be you, where at work you are this very mature, reliable, responsible person, but then when you get together with this other coworker, or when you get together with your friends, you turn out to be somebody who's more of a liability versus somebody who can be, this queen of coins, somebody who can prosper and all this other stuff. I mean, you can do this if you decide to, because this is on the fence. So say, like, you decide that you don't want to entertain that. You want to be able to keep your job. You want to keep your position. You're going to end up in the King of Cups and the Queen of Coins energy. So there's that. Okay, so now Leo's finances. What do we got for Leo's finances? Leo's finances, please. Leo's finances. Oh, we got 4 of Wands, which is good. 9 of Cups, very good. Okay. Okay, so your career is tying into your finances here. Whatever's happening to your job is going to end up affecting your finances if you do not make healthy boundaries when it comes to you being at work and what you do productive-wise at work. Okay, because if you go to work at a specific time and you know that you can slack off, that might end up biting you in the ass in the long run. But right now, your finances are looking great. Right now, your finances are looking great. One second, guys. 1 second. 1 sec. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. Sorry about that. That was my kid. All right. So, finance-wise, you guys are doing great for Leo. This is Leo. So, finances, you're doing very well. There is a tower moment, and it is coinciding with your career. Whereas, like I said, if you're a hard worker when you're not around a specific person or a group of people, you're doing really, really great. But whenever you're around these guys, you start to slack off. And again, that's, you're going to have to learn to put up some boundaries with that. Okay, so right now, everything is looking good. But if you keep going this route of slacking off when it comes to specific people being around you, it's going to end up affecting you. They're going to end up looking at you from going. They're going to go from looking at you as this King of Cups to somebody who is a Queen of Coins in reverse. You got suspicion, responsibilities neglected, a vicious person, untrusting person, and fear of failure. So, yeah, you got to make healthier, wiser choices when it comes to certain things. Okay, don't fall for the okie doke. All right, so now we got love for Leo. Love for the Leo when it comes to singles. Love reading for the singles for Leo. Singles love reading for the Leos. Singles love reading for the Leos. Okay. Leo. For my single Leos, stop listening to people who have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. All right? I am talking to somebody who has a lot of people in their ear regarding a specific person and or situation. All right? You got the 10 of coins, which is on the fence, meaning that you have somebody in your energy that will give you this 10 of cups, okay? You got somebody in your energy who's going to give this to you. But for whatever fucking reason, you don't know. And the reason why you don't know is because you got the 7 of wands energy. You got all these people in your ear telling you, got all these people in your ear telling you all these things you don't want to hear. I forget what song that is from, but that's significant. They're giving you, like, it's misplaced truth. They're giving you false information. They don't know nothing about it. Like, they're trying to point out all these imperfections about a person. You gotta understand, no one's perfect. There's not one single person out here that's perfect. All right, a lot of the perfect people that you see usually are either have filters on, they're wearing a shit ton of makeup, or they've got a lot of work done. I mean, again, to each their own. But for somebody to sit there and claim somebody to be imperfect when nobody is perfect is a bunch of bullshit. It sounds like you got some haters. It sounds like you have some haters in your energy, whether they know that they're hating or not. See that you can have this. That this person that you are interested in can give you this, but they're making you all up in your head about it. And with the false start and cloud yellow, because you got the Ace of Wands in reverse, unrealized goal, cancellation of plans. Like you could have been excited to see this person, wanting to see this person, and then because these people, again, who probably don't even know who this person is, you see them for who they are. These guys probably never even met this person, probably never even talked to this person, and it's sitting there passing judgment. Why? Because they see you happy. They finally see you with a smile on your face, somebody who actually brightens up your day, and because of that, they're like putting false information in your ear. That's ridiculous. If you end up falling for that, because you got to follow your heart, you got to follow your intuition. You know what I mean? Now, it's one thing if your friends meet this, like say you get to know this person and then you want them to meet your friends or whatever, and then they give it to your friends, and then your friends are all like, dude, we got a bad vibe. Because I remember yesterday when I was talking about one of the signs' intuitive abilities was being able to decipher whether or not somebody was like a thought or a good person or some shit like that. It could be something like that when it comes to actually meeting a person. But for somebody who's never met someone, has a lot of shit to say. Okay? So for love singles for Leo, it's going to be up to you what you want to do with this, because you have the choice of being able to have this 10 of cups with somebody. But if you listen to all these all these little chicken-headed bitches coming into your ear telling you this, that, and the third when they have no idea what they're talking about, you're going to lose out. You're going to fumble the bag. Okay? So now for love reading for couples, for Leos, couple Leos. Love reading for the couples Leo. Couples Leo. Couples Leo. This is giving me the energy of somebody regaining their power after being with somebody. Oh my God. Okay. I was about to say this is giving me the situation of somebody. Yeah, strengths at the end here. This one for couples, Leo's love reading. This is giving me the example of somebody getting their power back. The song Chris Brown, Under the Influence. We have excessive pleasures, minor deceptions. I mean, like they could have it says damage is done, failure, defeat. The person who's discovering this is regaining their power. They're calling back their power. They're finding their footing again, and they're going within. And they're, I mean, you might be indecisive and maybe a little confused because this could be something that's very, very fresh. But all right, so if you were to go on a trip, I would suggest to go on like a little self trip, like go on a vacation, go somewhere where you can actually get your thoughts together, because apparently being around this person is really confusing in your head about what it is that you want to do. But once you take that time for yourself and to go within, being by water really, really helps. Go to the beach or, wherever you want to go, wherever it's peaceful for you to get some quiet time and alone time to decompress and to kind of get your thoughts together. Then you can go ahead and make a decision on what you want to do regarding this situation. There's 5 of Swords, 3 of Cups reverse, the Moon reverse, and the Chariot. Yeah, this isn't good. Whatever you're dealing with is not good. But you, regardless of what this person says to you or does, you are the one that has control over the situation. You are the one that has that. Period. Point blank, period. Don't let this person tell you any different. This is the time where you can be defiant to this person. Be like, no. But like, put your foot down. Be like, no. You're the one that did the shit, not me. So, yeah. That's what I got for couples, Leo. Now we're going to get into Leo's health. Leo's health. What can you tell me about Leo's health, please? Leo's health. All right. Leo's health, please. I'm getting that your complexion is clearing up. If you had issues with your complexion, it's clearing up, or you have really nice, good skin at the moment. Okay. So, all right. So for right now, like everything health-wise is doing really, really well. You do have something coming up that might be a little rocky. Okay. You might have a rocky period in health. I mean, this could be like complexion. You might have an outbreak, like an acne outbreak. So, like, say for right now, if things are going well with your complexion, right? Then out of nowhere, you might have an outbreak. But it's not going to last. We got heroic action here. So that means you basically, if this is like, say if you have issues with acne in the past, like especially like cystic acne or anything like that, the second you see a flare up, you instantly know what to do and you know how to handle it. Yeah, so then with justice here, that's basically saying like you get back your. This isn't something you've dealt with. This isn't something you haven't dealt with before. This could make you a little mad. Like, say for example, if like you've been working with this for a while and it was clearing up and then it came back, you might get a little pissed off, which is understandable, and especially with embarrassment because you don't like the way it makes you look, and it's understandable. This doesn't even have to be acne either. This can be like rosacea. like some type of flare-up. There's going to be some type of flare-up. And depending on the flare-up, it could be some type of health to threat to safety, especially if it's like something as serious as, like, say, cancer or something like that. You could have, like, you could have been in remission and then you could have something reoccur again. It could be something as that serious, or it can be something as little as, just complexion. So for right now, everything seems great. Just keep up with your your skincare routine, your health routine, your health regimens, whatever it is that you need to do to be able to keep that shit in check, and you'll be fine. All right, so Leo's intuitive abilities. What can you give me for Leo's intuitive abilities, if any? What can you tell me about Leo's intuitive abilities, if any? What can you tell me about Leo's intuitive abilities, if any? I'm getting that song, Karma Chameleon. Karma Chameleon. Come and go. Come and go. Nothing you can fix like you. And golden green. So your intuitive ability is not being able to read. I mean, you can easily read others, yes, because the reason why you're able to easily read others is because you do this yourself, and because you've either done this before or you still do it now. Either way, doesn't matter. You can recognize this in other people. We got 8 of Wands, so swift activity, sudden progress or movements, hasty speed, messages delivered instantly. So, like, you could be like a master manifester. Like, you could be really good at manifesting, like really good at it. However, you tend to be deceptive. You need to be more of a hidden enemy. You know how to hide part of yourself. So it's like, you know what mask to wear in order to get what you want in that moment in time. Like, it's kind of like opportunist. Now, Temperance here, you might be somebody who can do that, like, but in a good way. Okay? You can cause delays in others. You can cause delays in yourself if you wanted to, but who wants that? But it's looking like here that I'm speaking to somebody who knows when to be deceitful and when to be, a good person. Like, you know how to balance the good and the bad. So your intuitive ability is being able to see that within others, but also within being able to master it within yourself. What can you tell me regarding that's what I thought. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So this was a master manifester. And like I said, you have balance between the light and the dark within yourself, and you know when to shut it off. It's kind of like in that show, Vampire Diaries, where they were saying, like, shut it off. Just shut your emotions off. To shut them off. That's how it is. Like, you know how to shut off that deceitful part of you in order to be able to get what you want. It's kind of the opportunist, but it's more of like the good opportunist. Yeah. So with powers here, definitely have powers. You have manifesting powers. You can cause endings to people, delays if you wanted to. Master builder, surprise. You can cause surprises for people. Winter twice, death out here twice. So definitely. We got Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Gemini, Pisces, Aquarius again. Okay, what else we got for intuitive abilities, please? Oh, with messages delivered. If you're intuitive, like if you can do what I do, you can find out a lot. You have access to the Akashic records. Yeah, you do. But they're not going to give you with the olive branch here. Like I said, like if you didn't know how to balance out your light and your dark, I highly doubt that you would have access to the Akashic records of anybody you ask about. Like, for example, like if this were me, I can call upon any person, living or dead, and, you know, ask exactly what kind of skeletons they have in their closet. Yeah. God's complete access to God's, yeah, you have complete access. Everything. What I said? What the fuck? Yep. So we're talking about somebody who definitely has abilities, who again can be negative, and again at the same time can also extend olive branches to people. Somebody who who has possibly a frozen heart, or is like using their heart a little bit less compared to what they probably used to use it for. I'm getting there's a movie called Master of the Skies, and he would usually say, "I'm going to be a master of the skies. I'm going to be a master of the skies." And I feel like you're kind of like that. You're a master of disguise. Like, nobody really knows what it is you got up your sleeve until it's like too late. Time frame for this, please. Okay, meet cute at the bottom of the deck. We got micro moon this year, by chance, maybe, and new moon. All right, signs, please. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Chinese zodiac of the dog. Gemini, Virgo, Taurus. Chinese zodiac of the rabbits. And 8th house, which is Scorpio. Okay, messages, please. Sorry, my kid. I'm sorry. 1 second, my kid. Okay, sorry. Alright, so general messages for my Cancers, please. General messages for Cancer. Somebody might be moving. Somebody could drive a sedan. Oh, okay. I mean, somebody could be just be have some major dark fantasies about somebody. All right, let's get these all lined up here, and then we'll go into your messages. Okay. I thought something fell on the floor, but it didn't. Okay. All right, so we have light choking and hair pulling. Like I said, somebody can drive a sedan. We have by proxy. The feelings are mutual. Big age gap, 10 to 15 years. Eye rolling, toe curling, back arching kind of a time. We got skinny, hired, gladiator, water fantasies, pool, waterfall, shower, bath, hot tub, or spring. Divine union of an emperor and empress, spirit babies. We got summer solstice. Somebody can have a magic stick. Somebody can be either part of a fraternity or they can live with a bunch of guys, like roommates. Charity, Viscount. Somebody could be like a leader of a group of guys or a fraternity or some shit. What do you call that? I don't know. Harem. Somebody could have a harem of women. Intergalactic guardian. Men or harem of men or women, doesn't matter. They want to take you or you take them every time they are around you. Watch your spending. We got switching mountain ranges, broad shoulders, that's sexy. They have skills, wink wink. Northeast, somebody could be obese. I didn't know. Somebody could be average, or have an average body. And then we have Ian Brady, Myra Hindley. These are serial killers and whatnot, but I'm getting more of like, this is like dark fantasies. We have Asia. Somebody can be from Asia or somebody can be Asian. North. Somebody can live north of somebody. Your child is having bad dreams because of dark magic. They want you as much as you want them. In the arms of an angel, Sarah McLaughlin. Mastermind. We were just talking about that. Somebody's a master manifester. Lady in the streets, freak in the sheets. We got greed, hot and heavy. Your ancestors is whooping that ass times 10. Return to sender. Mount Shasta. Somebody can live by the mountains, or, and we did have something about switching mountain ranges. Somebody can be symmetrical. 222. Speak of yourself with respect and care. Be generous with yourself before giving to others. We got full moon, shorter. The second time we're talking about save your money. You're going to need it. White witch. Somebody could be a king, or have that king energy, that boss, that daddy, big daddy energy. They want to hear what you sound like. Somebody can have short hair. Relax your throat. Keep your appointments. Country bumpkin. 55. An air of recognition is circling you. Let yourself be seen, heard, and celebrated by those around you. Somebody can have long hair. Twin, where have you been? Your brother and or sister has sexual relations with your boyfriend, girlfriend, or baby dad, whatever. Take them to court and sue the crap out of them. We also got Richard Ramirez, rapist, burglar, murderer, serial killer, child. I'm getting dark fantasy, dark fantasy romance stuff. West, sex binding magic, chakras aligned, winter holiday, and somebody can be 6 feet and above. All right. Sorry for those few interruptions here. I apologize for that. It is what it is. I am a mom, so if my kid comes calling for me, I gotta go. But that's all I got for our Leos. I'm gonna hit on to Virgo next. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. All right? Love y'all. Bye.